Have you ever been asked to do something you really didn't want to do? Like cleaning your room or sharing your favorite toy? Well, today we're going to talk about a man named Jonah who felt just like that, but with a much bigger request. God had an important job for Jonah. He wanted Jonah to go to a big city called Nineveh. The people in Nineveh were doing many wrong things, and God wanted Jonah to tell them to stop and turn back to him. But Jonah was scared. Nineveh was a long way away, and the people there weren't very friendly. So instead of going to Nineveh, Jonah decided to run away from God. He hopped on a ship going in the opposite direction. God saw what Jonah was doing. He loved Jonah, but he also loved the people of Nineveh. So God sent a huge, powerful storm to toss the ship around like a tiny toy. The waves crashed, the wind howled, and the sailors on the ship were terrified. They thought they would sink. While everyone else was panicking, Jonah was fast asleep below deck. The captain woke him up, asking him to pray to his God. The sailors soon realized this storm was no ordinary storm. They cast lots to find out who was causing the trouble. And guess who the lot fell on? That's right, Jonah. He finally confessed everything to the frightened sailors. Jonah told them, "I am running from the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the land." He knew the only way to calm the storm was for them to throw him overboard. The kind sailors didn't want to, but the storm grew even worse. Finally, they had no choice. With heavy hearts, they picked Jonah up and carefully tossed him into the raging sea. And just like that, the storm stopped. The sea became calm, and the sailors were amazed at God's power. But what happened to Jonah? Did he sink to the bottom of the ocean? No. God had a special plan to keep Jonah safe. He sent a great big fish to swallow Jonah whole. Imagine being inside a giant fish. It was dark, probably a bit smelly, but Jonah was safe. He stayed inside that fish for 3 days and 3 nights. That's a long time to be in a fish's belly. While inside the fish, Jonah had a lot of time to think. He realized his mistake. He prayed to God, asking for forgiveness and promising to obey him. Let's read that special verse together. From inside the fish, Jonah prayed to the Lord his God. Jonah 2:1. Hey friends, if you're enjoying this story, make sure to subscribe and like this video so you can see more Bible stories just like this one. God heard Jonah's prayer. He knew Jonah had learned his lesson. So God commanded the big fish. And what do you think happened next? Blurp! The fish spit Jonah out onto dry land. Jonah was probably a bit slimy, but he was alive and ready to do what God asked. This time, when God told Jonah to go to Nineveh, Jonah said, "Yes, Lord." He finally obeyed. Jonah walked through the big city, telling everyone, "In 40 days, Nineveh will be overthrown." And guess what? The people of Nineveh listened. From the king to the smallest child, they all believed God. They stopped doing bad things, put on sackcloth, and prayed to God for forgiveness. They repented. God saw their changed hearts. He saw that they truly wanted to do good. And because of their repentance, God showed them his incredible mercy. He didn't punish them as he had planned. Isn't that an amazing story? It teaches us so many wonderful things about God. First, God is always with us, even when we try to run away or make mistakes. He loves us so much that he gives us chances to learn and choose to do what's right. Second, it shows us how important it is to obey God, even when it's hard or scary. When we listen to him, amazing things can happen, and we can be part of his wonderful plans. And third, God is full of mercy and forgiveness. When we say sorry and change our ways, he is always ready to forgive us. Just like he forgave Jonah and the people of Nineveh, he forgives us too. So next time you feel like running away from something important, remember Jonah. Remember that God has a plan for you, and he'll always help you follow it. Isn't God's love just the biggest, most wonderful thing in the whole wide world? What a mighty God we serve.